I'm back, and we're actually going to be getting back up to date. So we're going back to issue 22 because it finally came into stock, and we finally have access to it. Um, it's Astrogranite, which is a texture paint, which goes on the. Well, I mean, you can put it on other things too, which I have done, but you mainly put it on the base of your model. And a medium base brush, which I don't know if the people doing Conquest thought that meant this is supposed to be used with Astrogranite. But we're going to cover this in a second because something we need to go through with this. Um, but we'll get to that in a minute when we turn the camera around and we start having a look at this magazine. Couple of Death Guard stories in here, and a bit more about the Imperium and the Worlds, and a bit about the Astra. Oh, I can never pronounce this bad. Like the Codex Astartes, and what that kind of means and how it came about, and there's a bit about the Great Crusade and the Emperor in here too. So we'll get going through that, and then, like I said, I'm gonna cover the Astrogranite in a second as well because this annoyed me a little. All right, guys. Cheers. Alright, and as usual, here we go. So, issue 22, yes, like I said, we're going back, because it finally came in. Codex Astartes, as I was saying, it goes through how the Codex came about, why it came about, and things like that. We get a little bit of, like, differences in the Space Marine chapters, and three very different chapters here. So you got your Ultramarines, we all know them. Salamanders, these guys are cool. I wish I could always do a Salamanders army. I just never get around to it. They're really, really cool. Lots of flamers, red glowing eyes, that kind of thing. And Iron Hands, which, if you've been following any news, they're about to come out, which is going to be cool because I actually like them a lot. They're kind of like a Space Marine chapter that loves the AdMech and cybernization and things like that. Chronicles of Virgilus, Virilis, Virulence, whatever. You get it, you can read it. There it is. And we're just going through this. This is a story about how Death Guard do things and some bad stuff that happened to them and how they can take over an entire planet with just one dude. Like I said, bit of story about the Great Crusade. If you've seen the Horus Heresy books, you would know that picture very well. So it just goes for that. Worlds of the Imperium, Mining World, Research and Fortress Worlds, Death Worlds, Feral and Feudal. So, you know, that type of stuff. So, I'm going through this pretty quickly because I'm trying to make this is actually a really quick issue. Now we get to the bit that's really kind of annoyed me. As you can see, brush, like, alright. Astrogranite. It's a very thick paste with gravel and, not gravel, but like texture in it. It's a texture paint, like that's what it's for. I do not recommend using a paintbrush for it. I can't recommend using a paintbrush for it unless you really don't care about your brush and it's a really crappy old thing that you want to get rid of. In that case, go nuts. But I will recommend as you can see here, there's actually a bit where he's using a toothpick to push it around and things like that, or getting yourself one of these. This is a texture tool. This is what's made for doing this with. It's got a large shovel and a small side, so you dig out the paint, put it on the base, and then push it around with this side, or the larger area, you push it around. That's 1,000 times better, or even like a popsicle stick. Anything but a decent brush. This, you're going to be better off using this to actually paint large areas like that. That's what this is for. Sorry, it's really annoying because if you are new to this and you're seeing that, you're going to ruin a perfectly good brand new brush in about 4 seconds. Doesn't matter that will wash off with water and all that. That stuff is going to get in everywhere. Your brush is done. Like I said, so unless there's a brush you really don't care about, just don't do it. In fact, I'm actually going to do another video of putting that on my Space Wolf dude that I've been experimenting with. I'm not doing Space Wolves again, I'm just experimenting with doing the colour, but I'm going to put Astro Granite on this base. I'm going to show you how to use it with this thing and not a brush. Yeah. But yeah, just annoying. Sorry guys, that was a bit of a rant, but like seeing them do this with a brand new brush that you can have a better use for, I'd be using it for something better. But yeah, so we go through that. Then we got our new mission, which is supply drop down. Setting it up, blah blah blah. So we're moving through with that campaign, which is really cool in getting there, as you can see. And then at the back, we already know because we've already covered that issue, and then issue 24. So there you go, guys. Sorry about that little rant in the middle. So Astro Granite, don't need to shake it up, but as you can see, guys, that is like, you can see the texture in there. It's almost like if you ever mixed up concrete, but not concrete, but that's kind of what it is. Like texture wise, this is it. Now I'm not a big fan of Citadel brushes because I've never had, especially medium base brushes, because I've never had one that hasn't split on me straight away. But I still wouldn't use that for that. That's all, guys. Okay? Sorry. Rant over. Have a good night, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.